Today we are going to talk about, are we who we want to be and where we want to be? And the title of the talk is Victims, Warriors, and Masters, and you've heard a little bit about that already from the Sunday school teacher and from the music and from all these parts put together to bring a message seamless and loving to you today. Father's Day is a day when we celebrate our strength and we continue the pathway to being all that we can be. This month we're studying the Fifth Agreement, and it has a great deal to say that's apropos, and next week the bookstore will be open and it is the featured book of the month. As I was talking to a few people before service, we were talking about victims, warriors, and masters, and I heard the comment, well, I've never been a victim. Have anybody else here felt like, well, I've never really been a victim. I've been assertive. I've been strong. I know what I am, who I am, where I'm going to be, what I want to do, and I have lived from that place of knowing. But what's true is we've all been victims of some sort or another, and it could be just as simple as living up to somebody else's expectations. Okay, for just a moment. Or behaving in a way that will meet somebody else's approval, although it may or may not be how you really feel inside. Victimhood. It seems to be a human condition, but it is not a fatal or a forever kind of situation. For we can move from our victimhood by way of our warriorship. Now, each of these are sort of like steps along the way, because first of all, there's the stage of infancy. We don't need to go into that too much today, do we? We know about infancy when you are just beginning life, and you are beginning to have social mores, and you're having training and all sorts of training, and you learn to walk, and then you learn to run, and somewhere along the way you've learned to talk, and you've not learned to shut up, and that kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about, infancy, where you are just beginning to gather those life skills to you. They're being given to you every day in every way. And then we come into the next part where we try to please others. Now, sometimes we say we do this for survival, and it is true. It's for survival not only on a physical realm, but on an emotional and perhaps even a spiritual. How many people here were born into religious science and have never gone to any other kind of spiritual center? Look around. Yep. We all have migrated here. We've all moved here. We've all evolved into here. Not meaning that anything else is less than. It's just another stage of our development, our spiritual development. And the Spirit loves to evolve. But to do that, we have to do the work. I was talking with a student this week about the requirement that we all have to do the interior work. We were talking specifically about spiritual mind treatment and the fact that our affirmative prayer is about changing our mind. It's about changing our perception. It's about releasing whatever the condition or the situation or the stuff, and to come into a spiritual understanding and knowing where we might accept that the universe is good and very good, and all the universe wants for us is good. But what about us? There we are, stuck in the middle between the good of the universe and what seems to show up. So to have that good come to us, we have to change.